Beetlejuice 2024 is a dark fantasy comedy horror film directed by Tim Burton, serving as a sequel to the 1988 classic, Beetlejuice. The film brings back Michael Keaton as the mischievous bio-exorcist Beetlejuice, along with Winona Ryder as Lydia Dietz, now a mother struggling to keep her family together after a tragic loss. The story, set over 3 decades after the first film, Beetlejuice follows Lydia Dietz, now a mother, as she tries to navigate family life and her psychic abilities. Her daughter, Astrid, is struggling to cope with the loss of her father, Richard, who died while in the Amazon. Meanwhile, Beetlejuice returns to haunt Lydia, determined to marry her. Synopsis: Lydia's stepmother, Delia, informs her that her father, Charles, was killed by a shark. They travel to Winter River, Connecticut, for Charles's funeral, where Lydia's boyfriend, Rory, pressures her to marry him on Halloween. Meanwhile, Astrid meets a local boy named Jeremy, who invites her to spend the holiday with him. In the Netherworld, Beetlejuice is obsessed with Lydia and is trying to find a way back to the living world. He learns that his ex-wife, Dolores, has resurfaced and is draining the souls of the dead. Astrid discovers she has inherited her mother's psychic abilities and learns that Jeremy is a ghost. He convinces her to accompany him to the Netherworld to regain his life. Lydia, in an attempt to save Astrid, summons Beetlejuice and signs a marriage contract with him. Beetlejuice, disguised as his employee Bob, is captured by Wolf Jackson, a Netherworld detective. Dolores arrives at the police station and drains Bob's soul. Lydia and Beetlejuice search for Astrid, while Jeremy tries to deceive Astrid into exchanging her life for his. Lydia saves Astrid from being sent to the Great Beyond, and they escape to Saturn's moon Titan, where Richard saves them from a sandworm. Beetlejuice sends Jeremy to the Fires of Damnation, and Richard shows Lydia and Astrid how to return to the living world. Delia, bitten by asps, arrives in the Netherworld and summons Beetlejuice to find Charles. Back in the living world, Astrid apologizes to Lydia for not believing her abilities. They arrive at the church for Lydia and Rory's wedding, but Beetlejuice crashes the ceremony with Delia. He injects Rory with truth serum, forcing him to admit he never believed in Lydia's abilities. As Beetlejuice prepares to marry Lydia, Wolf and his officers interrupt, but Beetlejuice freezes them. Dolores arrives to exact her revenge, but Astrid summons a sandworm, which Beetlejuice tricks into devouring Dolores and Rory. Astrid reveals their marriage contract is void because Beetlejuice illegally brought Lydia into the Netherworld, and Lydia banishes him back. Wolf escorts Delia back to the Netherworld, where she reunites with Charles. Lydia ends her talk show, Ghost House, to spend more time with Astrid.